Welcome. I'm Sally Hale of the League of Women Voters of Clark County. For 101 years now, the nonpartisan nonprofit league has been committed to empowering voters and defending democracy. Each month, we feature an article drawn from the Clark County Historical Museum League of Women Voters archives. The link is on the attached script to this video. For today's history moment, our league historian, Tracy Reilly Kelly, is talking about the legacy of local league leader Bernice Jungroth.
Hi, this history moment deals with one of the most interesting members of the League in our history, and she is a past president named Bernice Jungroth. Bernice died at the age of 92 in the year 2000, and she was active in social justice. In her obituary, it was noted that she had a lifelong membership in NAACP, and proud she was. Let's hear about why. Now, Jungroth did a stint typing in Jackson, Mississippi in 1965 for the Lawyers Committee for Civil Rights Under Law. Their mission was to sponsor volunteer legal counsel for civil rights workers and for people who tried to vote. In those affidavits, she recorded instances of police brutality against election workers. She said to the Columbian in an interview, "I didn't do it just for the Negro. I did it for myself. Because if there is any American who doesn't have freedom, then I too do not have freedom." 1965 was quite a banner year for civil rights. It followed that in 1964 was the famous Freedom Summer, as well as the passing of the Civil Rights Act. And this is also the year that you may have noted that Congressman John Lewis was a victim of police brutality crossing the Edmund Pettus Bridge in Selma, Alabama. 5 months later, President Johnson signed the 1965 Voting Rights Act, and this is what the Lawyers Committee was doing in the South. In an interview with the Columbian, Jungroth expressed concern over the power structure in the South, where the fight against integration continued. "The Ku Klux Klan is part of this structure," she said, along with other racist groups. She herself had encountered some very chilling examples of racism as she worked within the movement. "It may be a small point," said Jungroth, "but even the waitresses were unfriendly." They knew what she was doing there in Mississippi. As a white woman, Jungroth was able to visit the Jackson League of Women Voters, and you can't be surprised to find that they were segregated, as well as the YWCA. Fear and suspicion were all over the movement. And another thing that Jungroth noted was people who go to the South as civil rights workers must be accepted by the Negroes themselves. Otherwise, nothing will be accomplished. Jungroth was our president in 1955 and 1956. Her husband passed away in the early 60s, and it was at that point, as a widow, that she decided to go back to work and found work as a legal secretary. Interestingly, she was an early candidate for the newly formed 49th District House of Representatives, where she unsuccessfully ran as a Democrat. So let's tip our hat to a valiant woman fighting for civil rights in the 1960s, Vancouver's very own Bernice Jungroth.